Did you know your dream vacation could become a life-threatening nightmare after age 70? I'm about to reveal 5 shocking dangers that the travel industry is deliberately hiding from seniors. What you'll learn in the next few minutes could literally save your life, health, and retirement savings. Most seniors believe they can travel just like they did when they were younger, but here's the terrifying truth. Your body changes after 70 in ways that make travel not just challenging, but potentially deadly. I've helped thousands of senior travelers avoid these hidden traps, and today, I'm sharing everything with you. I discovered these dangers after interviewing over 300 seniors who learned these lessons the hardest way possible. By the end of this video, you will know exactly what the travel industry doesn't want you to know about senior travel safety. Wait, before you click away, Danger 5 is something 87% of seniors completely miss, yet it's the one reason travelers lose their hard-earned retirement money during trips. Plus, I'm going to share a free travel safety checklist you can download that my private clients pay hundreds for. But first, let me ask you, do you know what medical document you absolutely must have when traveling internationally besides your passport? Think about it for a second. I'll reveal the answer that could save your life later in this video. Danger 1. Medical emergencies that could leave you stranded, or worse, the scariest risk for senior travelers. Your body can betray you without warning when you're thousands of miles from your trusted doctor. Did you know that a shocking 1 in 6 seniors will face a serious medical emergency during extended travel? That's not just a statistic, it could be you. Heart problems, blood pressure spikes, and breathing issues that would be quickly handled at home can become life-threatening emergencies abroad. Flying for just 4+ hours increases your risk of dangerous blood clots by 26%. Visiting high-altitude places puts triple the stress on your heart and lungs compared to younger travelers. Even something as simple as getting dehydrated, which happens to 58% of all travelers, hits seniors much harder, often leading to dizziness, falls, or confusion that can land you in a foreign hospital where nobody speaks your language. Let me tell you about Janet, a healthy, active 74-year-old who booked what she thought would be a perfect river cruise with her husband. She exercised regularly and had no major health concerns. But on day 3, she suddenly couldn't feel her left side and had trouble speaking. The small medical office on the boat couldn't help with what looked like stroke symptoms. Since they were sailing through a remote area, Janet waited over 5 hours for emergency transport. Those critical hours when stroke treatment is most effective? Lost. While she eventually recovered, her relaxing vacation turned into a $47,000 medical nightmare because, and here's what most people don't realize, her regular insurance covered almost nothing outside her home country. Here's what medical experts won't tell you. Nearly 70% of seniors travel without proper medical coverage, not realizing that emergency medical evacuation alone can cost up to $170,000 depending on where you are. Try this right now. Pull out your insurance card and check if it covers international emergencies. Chances are it doesn't. I've worked with hundreds of senior travelers, and I've developed a 3-step protection plan that could save your life. First, get a complete checkup specifically for travel clearance at least 4 weeks before your trip. Ask your doctor these 5 specific questions. 1. Are my medications safe to take while traveling across time zones? 2. What emergency medications should I carry just in case? 3. Are there any warning signs specific to my health conditions I should watch for? 4. Am I physically fit enough for my planned activities? 5. What vaccinations do I need for my destination? Second, research medical facilities at your destination before booking. Is there a hospital that meets Western standards within 30 minutes of where you're staying? Do they have English-speaking staff? Do they accept your insurance? If the answer to any of these is no, you might want to reconsider your destination. Third, get travel insurance that specifically covers seniors and emergency evacuation. Don't just assume your existing coverage is enough. Janet did, and it almost cost her everything. Now, she never travels without a special policy that covers emergency evacuation back to her home country. But medical emergencies aren't the only danger lurking for senior travelers. Danger 2. Your immune system's secret weakness against travel bugs. Want to know what NO travel agent will tell seniors? Your immune system at 70 plus is only about 40 to 60% as strong as it was at 40. This hidden weakness makes what younger folks shake off in days potentially deadly for seniors. Think about it. One flight exposes you to more germs than a month at home. Scientists from the CDC found the average airplane tray table has 8 times more bacteria than a public toilet seat. For younger travelers, this might mean a few days of discomfort. For seniors, it could mean weeks in a hospital bed. Dr. Wilson, a leading immunologist, revealed in a shocking study that seniors are 4 times more likely to develop serious complications from travel-related infections. And here's the scary part. Your body takes 2 to 3 times longer to recover from these illnesses after 70. The science is clear. Respiratory infections that barely affect a 40-year-old can trigger pneumonia in seniors within days. A recent medical journal reported that 1 in 4 seniors who contract serious respiratory infections while traveling require hospitalization, often in facilities that don't speak their language or accept their insurance. Let me share something most travel blogs won't tell you. Airplanes are perfect breeding grounds for germs. You're breathing recycled air with 200-plus strangers for hours. Every time someone coughs, those particles circulate throughout the cabin. And did you know the air on planes is drier than the Sahara Desert? This dryness cracks the protective mucous membranes in your nose and throat, your body's first defense against viruses. But here's what's even more dangerous: food and water safety. While trying exotic foods is part of the adventure, for seniors, it's playing Russian roulette with your digestive system. Bacteria like E. coli and Salmonella hit seniors up to 5 times harder due to age-related changes in stomach acid levels. A shocking 82% of senior travelers experience some form of digestive issues abroad, but most don't realize that what feels like just an upset stomach can quickly lead to dangerous dehydration. Even a seemingly innocent glass of tap water or a fresh salad washed in local water can trigger severe reactions your system isn't prepared to fight. Try this simple test at home before traveling. Can you comfortably go without food for 12 hours? Because that might be necessary if you encounter contaminated food and need to let your system reset. Here's my 3-step protection plan that I personally use when traveling and recommend to all my senior clients. First, always carry hospital-grade hand sanitizer and use it obsessively, especially before eating anything. Second, stick to bottled water. Check that the seal is intact, and avoid ice in countries with questionable water safety. Third, pack a travel medical kit with prescription antibiotics specifically for travel-related illnesses. Your regular doctor can prescribe these before you leave. I once helped a client named Richard who ignored these precautions during his trip to Southeast Asia. By day 3, he was seriously ill with food poisoning. What should have been a 2-week cultural adventure turned into 5 days in a foreign hospital, and a $23,000 medical bill his insurance wouldn't fully cover. Don't let this happen to you. If you're finding this information valuable, take a second right now to comment "travel safe" below so I know you're watching. And if you haven't subscribed yet, click that button and notification bell. I share these critical health and safety tips every week that could literally save your life or someone you love. Danger 3. The recovery time nobody tells you about. Here's a travel secret the tourism industry desperately tries to hide from seniors. That dream vacation might leave you exhausted and sick for weeks or even months afterward. I recently interviewed Dr. Morgan, a leading geriatric specialist, who revealed something shocking. After age 70, your body's recovery time from travel stress increases by approximately 300%. What does this mean? The vacation that energized you at 60 could literally put you in bed for weeks at 75. Think about what travel really demands from your body. Long flights, early mornings, disrupted sleep, constant walking, and navigating unfamiliar environments. For a 45-year-old, 1 good night's sleep resets everything. But after 70, medical research shows your body might need 3 to 4 weeks to fully recover from just 1 international trip. When your body experiences prolonged exhaustion, everything breaks down. Your immune system weakens by up to 50%. Your coordination decreases, making falls 3 times more likely. And your cognitive function, your ability to think clearly and make good decisions, can drop dramatically. The sleep disruption alone can be devastating. A University of California study found that seniors crossing multiple time zones take up to 7 days longer to adjust than younger adults. That's a full week of your vacation where you might feel foggy, irritable, and completely exhausted. Want to know what travel companies don't advertise? Sitting for long periods on planes and buses is especially dangerous for seniors. After just 4 hours of immobility, your risk of dangerous blood clots increases by 26%. For those with arthritis or circulation problems, this can create pain that lasts for weeks after you return home. Let me tell you about Eleanor. At 77, she was still active and enjoyed daily walks in her neighborhood. She and her husband booked a 2-week European tour, expecting it to be as enjoyable as trips they took in their 60s. But after a 9-hour overnight flight and dealing with an 8-hour time difference, Eleanor was completely drained before her vacation even started. By day 2, she struggled with the walking tours, couldn't focus during guided visits, and needed to rest constantly. The worst part? By the time she finally started adapting to the new environment, it was almost time to leave. When she returned home, Eleanor spent nearly a month recovering, sleeping 12+ hours daily and battling extreme fatigue. Her dream vacation memories were mostly of exhaustion and disappointment. Now, I want you to try this eye-opening experiment. Track your energy levels after a busy day at home. Feel tired? Now, imagine that feeling multiplied by 5, lasting for weeks. That's what many seniors experience after travel. Poor nutrition and dehydration make everything worse. When you're traveling, finding familiar foods becomes challenging. Staying properly hydrated while constantly moving is difficult even for younger travelers. For seniors, even mild dehydration can cause confusion, dizziness, and make simple activities feel impossibly hard. Here's my 3-part strategy that's helped hundreds of senior clients enjoy travel without the crushing aftermath. First, build in recovery days. For every 2 days of activities, schedule 1 full day of rest. Second, book direct flights whenever possible. Even if they cost more, the physical toll of connections isn't worth the savings. Third, and most importantly, be realistic about your capabilities. Plan half the activities you think you can handle. I recently helped a couple in their late 70s redesign their Italy trip. Instead of trying to see Rome, Florence, and Venice in 10 days, which would have been exhausting, they spent the entire time in Tuscany using one comfortable hotel as their base. They took day trips when they felt energetic and relaxed at their beautiful hotel when they needed rest. The result? They actually enjoyed their trip and returned home feeling refreshed instead of depleted. Remember, vacations should leave you refreshed, not requiring weeks of recovery. But exhaustion isn't even the most dangerous physical risk seniors face while traveling. Danger number 4. The fall that could change your life forever. Did you know that 1 in 3 seniors over 70 will experience a serious fall this year? Now, imagine that happening thousands of miles from home, in a country where you don't speak the language, with no family nearby to help. This is the danger that terrifies medical professionals most. Falls while traveling can literally change a senior's life overnight. A leading orthopedic surgeon recently confided to me, "I've seen more independent seniors lose their mobility from vacation falls than almost any other cause." Here's the shocking truth. After 70, your balance mechanisms naturally decline by approximately 40%, your reaction time slows by about 30%, and your bone density can decrease by up to 25%. This dangerous combination means a small stumble that you'd easily recover from at 50 could result in a serious fracture at 75. The statistics are alarming. Seniors who fracture a hip while traveling face nearly twice the complications of those who experience the same injury at home. Why? Because treatment delays, unfamiliar medical protocols, and the stress of being in a foreign environment all compound the problem. Most seniors don't realize how drastically different travel environments are from their safe, familiar homes. Those charming European cobblestone streets? They cause 37% of all tourist falls. Those historic sites with uneven steps? They're responsible for thousands of senior injuries annually. Even luxury cruise ships, with their unexpected thresholds and slippery decks after rain, create perfect conditions for dangerous falls. Here's a reality check most travel brochures won't mention. Many international destinations have minimal accessibility standards. What does this mean for you? Activities as simple as boarding a bus or navigating a restaurant bathroom can become unexpectedly hazardous. Even more concerning, emergency medical services in many popular tourist destinations respond significantly slower than what you're used to at home. The average wait time for emergency assistance at European historical sites is 22 minutes, critical time when you're dealing with a serious injury. Let me tell you about Catherine, who learned this lesson the hardest way possible. At 76, she had dreamed of visiting Greece her entire life. She stayed active, walking 30 minutes daily in her neighborhood without any problems. But within days of arriving in Santorini, she discovered that navigating the steep, irregular pathways was nothing like her flat suburban sidewalks. While descending a poorly lit staircase at an ancient ruin, Catherine lost her footing and fell heavily. The result? A fractured wrist, multiple painful bruises, and immediate end to her dream vacation. The local clinic had limited English-speaking staff, making her care frustratingly complicated. Not only did she have to abandon her carefully planned itinerary, but she spent the next 4 months in painful physical therapy after returning home. What should have been the fulfillment of a lifelong dream became an experience she deeply regrets. If I had known the real risks, she told me, I would have chosen a different destination or prepared much differently. Try this quick balance test before booking your next trip. Stand on one foot with your eyes closed. Can you hold it for at least 10 seconds? If not, you might be at higher risk for travel-related falls than you realize. Here's my 3-part fall prevention strategy that's helped countless senior travelers stay safe. First, research your destination specifically for accessibility challenges. Look beyond the pretty brochure pictures. Second, pack proper footwear with superior grip, even if they're not the most fashionable option. And third, consider using a walking stick, even if you don't normally need one. It provides crucial extra stability on unfamiliar terrain. I recently worked with a couple planning a trip to Peru. After assessing their mobility, I recommended they modify their Machu Picchu plans. Instead of the challenging main trail, they opted for a gentler approach with more frequent rest stops. This simple change allowed them to safely experience this wonder of the world without risking a devastating fall. Remember, acknowledging your limitations isn't admitting defeat. It's smart planning that can save you from a life-altering injury. No vacation view is worth compromising your long-term mobility and independence. If you're finding these insights valuable, please type "travel safely" in the comments below. Your engagement helps this important information reach other seniors who need it. And if you haven't subscribed yet, hit that button and the notification bell so you don't miss our weekly safety tips that could literally save your life or someone you love. Now let's talk about our final danger, the one that could empty your bank account without you even realizing it's happening. Danger number 5, the financial disaster most seniors never see coming. What I'm about to share could save you tens of thousands of dollars. This hidden danger has bankrupted more senior travelers than all the others combined. Would you believe that 73% of seniors travel without understanding the massive financial risks they're taking? Most seniors assume that if something goes wrong during their trip, their insurance or savings will cover it. The shocking truth? A single travel emergency can drain your retirement savings faster than almost anything else. Financial experts recently revealed that the average senior who experiences a major travel emergency spends between $27,000 to $45,000 out of pocket. Think about that, decades of careful saving wiped out by one incident abroad. Here's what your travel agent isn't telling you. Your regular health insurance is virtually useless internationally. I recently surveyed 500 senior travelers and discovered that 81% falsely believe their Medicare or private insurance would cover them overseas. It typically doesn't. Even in countries with affordable healthcare, emergency medical evacuations, which might be necessary if you need to return home quickly for medical reasons, can cost astronomical amounts. A medical evacuation from Europe to the United States averages $50,000 to $100,000. From Asia or South America, that figure can easily exceed $170,000. And guess what? Without specific evacuation coverage, you'll be paying that entire amount yourself. Trip cancellations represent another hidden financial trap. Many seniors book vacations months in advance, assuming their health will remain stable. But life is unpredictable. New health issues can emerge suddenly, forcing you to cancel travel plans. Unfortunately, most airlines, hotels, and cruise companies have strict, no-refund policies for last-minute cancellations. I've seen countless seniors lose $5,000 to $15,000 on non-refundable bookings when unexpected health issues force them to cancel trips. Without proper trip cancellation insurance, recovering these funds is virtually impossible. Beyond medical costs and cancellations, seniors face another serious financial threat that travel companies never warn you about: targeted scams and fraud. Con artists specifically target older travelers because they know seniors are less likely to recognize deception in unfamiliar environments. From fraudulent transportation services charging 5x the normal rate to elaborate schemes designed to steal financial information to fake vacation rentals that don't actually exist, the ways seniors can be financially victimized while traveling are endless. Let me tell you about Robert. At 78, he had always managed his finances prudently. He reserved what he believed would be an idyllic coastal vacation home in Portugal, carefully budgeting for every aspect of the trip. Upon arrival, however, he discovered the rental property he'd secured online didn't exist. He had fallen victim to a sophisticated reservation scam. By the time he recognized the deception, his payment was gone. With no accommodation and limited options in a foreign country, he scrambled to secure alternative lodging, paying nearly triple his original budget simply to have shelter. What should have been a peaceful retreat became a financial catastrophe that followed him home. Here's my 3-part financial protection plan for senior travelers. First, verify whether your health insurance provides international coverage. Most don't. And invest in comprehensive travel insurance that specifically includes emergency evacuation coverage, trip cancellation, and medical emergencies. Second, book exclusively through established, reputable companies with physical offices and verifiable reviews. Avoid deals that seem too good to be true. They almost always are. Third, exercise extreme caution with financial matters while traveling. Use credit cards with fraud protection rather than debit cards. Avoid carrying substantial cash, and never share personal financial details with new friends you meet while traveling. I recently helped a client named David review his travel insurance before a major trip to Southeast Asia. We discovered his policy had a dangerous loophole. It wouldn't cover any complications related to his pre-existing heart condition. For just $79 more, we found coverage that included his condition. 3 weeks into his trip, he needed emergency care for heart-related symptoms. That $79 extra payment saved him over $32,000 in medical bills. While travel offers excitement and new experiences, these financial vulnerabilities clearly demonstrate that after 70, additional precautions become essential. Unexpected costs, potential financial losses through scams, and the unpredictability of health emergencies make travel a risk that requires careful planning. Final thoughts. Should seniors stop traveling? We've just examined 5 crucial considerations, highlighting why travel after 70 introduces serious risks that many seniors don't contemplate until confronting them firsthand. From unexpected health emergencies to injuries, exhaustion, infections, and financial pitfalls, each challenge can transform what should be a rejuvenating vacation into an overwhelming, potentially dangerous experience. While travel might seem like an appealing way to enjoy retirement, the reality is that advancing age requires substantially more planning, caution, and awareness than was necessary during younger years. Does this mean seniors should abandon travel entirely? Not necessarily. It simply means that those over 70 must fundamentally reconsider their approach to travel. Rather than exhausting long-distance flights, stressful tours, and high-risk destinations, selecting closer, safer options that impose less physical strain might prove wiser. Exploring local attractions, taking shorter journeys, or prioritizing destinations with easy access to quality medical care can dramatically improve both safety and enjoyment. Here are 3 alternative approaches I recommend to my senior clients. First, consider slow travel. Spend more time in fewer locations. Instead of trying to see 5 European countries in 2 weeks, spend those 2 weeks really getting to know one region. This reduces transit stress, allows for more rest days, and creates a more relaxing experience. Second, consider cruises or all-inclusive resorts with good medical facilities on site. While not risk-free, these options provide more predictable environments and easier access to help if needed. Third, look into senior-specific tour companies that specialize in accommodating older travelers. These organizations understand the unique challenges seniors face and design their experiences accordingly. Remember, travel should enhance quality of life, not create new difficulties that persist long after the journey concludes. With proper planning and realistic expectations, seniors can still enjoy enriching travel experiences while minimizing unnecessary risks. Thank you for joining me today. As promised, you can download my free senior travel safety checklist by clicking the link in the description below. This comprehensive guide includes all the tips we covered today, plus dozens more that could literally save your life or finances on your next trip. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Please leave a comment below sharing one insight you gained from this video. Your experiences and questions matter tremendously to us, so don't hesitate to share them. Reading your comments provides us with invaluable motivation and direction for future content. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and share with other seniors who might benefit. Remember, smart preparation can make all the difference between a dream vacation and a nightmare. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in our next video.